Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 8 hilarious Home Alone bloopers.
Are you here all by yourself?
Ma'am, you think my parents would leave me home alone?
For this list, we're looking at the funniest bloopers from the first Home Alone movie. Which of these did you find the cutest or most enjoyable? Let us know in the comments below. Number 8. Joe Pesci bungles a line. Even Oscar-winning actor Joe Pesci can't get through Home Alone without giggling. The first film contains an iconic opening sequence, with Harry scoping out the McAllister house while disguised as a police officer.
Miss, young lady, excuse me, girls, hey,
His efforts are eventually interrupted by the pizza delivery man, who awkwardly stands in the entryway awaiting his cash.
Okay, that's $122.50.
Not for me, kid. I don't live here.
Oh, you're just around for the holidays?
I guess you could say that.
Pesci tries intimidating the pizza guy, but he can't get through his line without smiling and playfully looking off-screen.
You know, you could get locked up for moping with intent to gawk.
He must have ultimately been unable to get through this line, because it doesn't appear in the finished movie. Either that, or it was just Pesci goofing around and doing a little improv. Number 7. Macaulay Culkin slips. Filming began in Chicago in February of 1990, so there was plenty of real snow to go around. In one exterior scene, Kevin walks outside his house and spots Harry and Marv's van at the Murphy house.
I thought the Murphys went to Florida.
The crunchy snow gives the scene a comforting Christmas vibe, but it was evidently quite difficult to work in. Macaulay Culkin slips and stumbles his way toward the camera and makes a valiant effort at saying his line before toppling over.
I thought the Murphys went to...
It's both adorable and hilarious, and many people on the crew thought so as well. Number 6. What the heck, Christmas? John Hurd plays Kevin's father Peter, and even though he doesn't have a lot of screen time, at least not compared to Kate, he still proves a memorable character thanks to Hurd's charming performance.
No kidding. What a funny guy.
In this funny blooper, Hurd bungles a line by saying, "What the heck, Christmas?" and devolving into nonsense syllables.
Well, what the heck, Christmas? What the shbeh?
The crew bursts out laughing from behind the camera, and Hurd gives a playful smile in response. It's obvious that the crew had a great time while filming Home Alone, and that fills our hearts with joy.
You're all right.
Turns out it was as much fun to make as it is to watch. Number 5. Buzz tries a food trick. Doing food tricks for a movie is never a good idea. If it goes wrong, like it does here, then you're just irritating dozens of people and wasting precious film.
So?
Still, it does make for a funny blooper. Devin Rattray, playing Kevin's older brother Buzz, attempts a minor trick by throwing food into the air and catching it in his mouth. All 3 attempts are unsuccessful, prompting a funny outburst of playful anger.
All right, let's throw it.
The annoyance of the crew is also evident, as Rattray gives the universal one more signal by holding up his finger. They must have been telling him to wrap it up and move on. Number 4. Stern tries bugging Pesci. Daniel Stern and Joe Pesci have fantastic on-screen chemistry, and that evidently comes from their strong friendship.
What's so funny? What are you laughing at? You did it again, didn't you?
It's clear from watching the bloopers, particularly this one, that Stern and Pesci got on very well while filming. In this blooper, Stern's hands are acting as the clapboard, and to annoy his co-star in a friendly way, he continuously slaps his hands in front of Pesci's face. Pesci, in turn, tries not to flinch, and Stern playfully asks him if it's annoying.
Does that bother you when I do that?
Nope.
The mischievous attempt at irritation is like watching 2 brothers goofing around on a road trip. Number 3. Fluffy soft fabric softener. In one of the movie's most famous sequences, Kevin goes to the grocery store and buys a bunch of necessities like milk and fabric softener. And while Kevin seems to know exactly what he's doing, that myth is seemingly busted in this blooper. Macaulay Culkin is speaking to someone off camera and inquiring about the fabric softener.
Excuse me, What's the stuff that you put in the washing machine that makes your clothes feel as fluffy soft as a kitten? Smells.
However, the line he has been given is evidently too difficult to say because he keeps tripping over the words. He even looks off screen in frustration. And director Chris Columbus can be heard saying cut.
Excuse me. What's the stuff that you put in the washing machine that makes your clothes feel as fluffy soft as a kitten?
Maybe he was axing the line because it does not appear in the movie. Number 2, Harry. This is yet another blooper involving Joe Pesci, and it again sees him bungling a line with hilarious results. The climax of the film sees Harry and Marv crawling out of a window to chase Kevin into the treehouse.
Down here, you big horse's ass! Come and get me before I call the police!
When Marv shows hesitation, Harry scornfully asks if he's afraid.
Are you scared, Marv? Are you afraid? Come on, get out here.
Note that he correctly calls him Marv. In the blooper for this scene, Joe Pesci asks Harry if he's afraid to go out the window before quickly and hilariously realizing his mistake.
Are you afraid to go out the window, Harry? I'm Harry.
It's a funny goof that makes everyone break out into laughter, including the crew and Daniel Stern. It is another example of their fantastic chemistry. Number 1, the family story. While doing his shopping, Kevin is questioned by a concerned clerk who inquires about his family.
Are you here all by yourself?
Ma'am, I'm 8 years old. You think I'd be here alone? I don't think so.
Thinking quickly on his feet, Kevin tells her that his mother is in the car and that his father is at work. And while Kevin was able to effortlessly answer her questions, Macaulay Culkin had a bit more difficulty. When asked about his father, Culkin says she's at home, which is a double fail.
Where's your mom?
She's outside of the car.
Ah, and where's your dad?
She's at home.
She's at home?
No, he's in.
Not only does he refer to Peter as she, but he also incorrectly says that he's at home instead of work. The two actors try to work through the story, but it has long been ruined, and Culkin can barely contain his laughter.
And what's your address?
Oh, my mom won't allow me to say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I'm a...
Yeah, you're a stranger.
Uh-huh.
Needless to say, this conversation needed another take.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.